I think it's one of the challenges we both face is in terms of finding coaches. I think that there is coaches, but then I think the great thing with this is it offers the opportunity for coaches who aspirations may not be to develop high performance players, but to work in schools and clubs, and that's a very different set of skills. And again, I think that's the big excitement about this, is that we're going to be offering tennis for everyone, whatever their aspiration or ambition, and quality tennis. And I think that's what motivates both of us to be involved.
For us, the business model has always been down to good quality coaches. Funding is obviously an issue, and the foundation will help us with that. But certainly getting in at the grassroots level is always going to be one of our main aims. But we know from doing that and working with the younger children, we're going to get parents, hopefully grandparents and everything else. And the ability to improve the facilities we're using. So I think if the facilities improve, hopefully that will also encourage more people to come along to see a successful product.
I already do some work with up-and-coming coaches at the moment who are doing their first qualification. So I'm on court with them, mentoring them, taking them through the qualifications and seeing them day in, day out. So I think it's a very important thing that coaches have direct contact with other coaches. Otherwise, being a tennis coach out on your own is quite a tough sort of thing, whereas we're all part of a team and it works pretty well, and we've grown pretty quickly over the last few years.
Well, we have a team of coaches already within our high performance centre and satellite club network. However, what we will do is that we will, in partnership with some established coach education providers, is we will form a coach education academy where we will actually train our coaches, and as part of their training program they will have in-service training or work-related training, apprenticeship training, where they will go out and deliver at community level within our beacons and within our feeders. So as I keep harking back, this word sustainable is important. So I think we will develop our coaches, and a lot of those coaches will be young players that have gone down the performance player route, tried to be pros in the toughest individual sport in the world, not made it as players, but have now diverted on an equally successful path into coaching. So now we're able to, and this is important for us as a pyramid of what we do, we can morally and ethically say to the parents of our young kids when they walk through the door and say, we want to be pros, at young ages of 6, we can say, well, yes, that's possible. We have a number of exit routes, and we will chart case studies of young people that will then go into our community programs and deliver on a broad scale, or go into performance coaching or whatever.
It is like anything else. So we're lucky we have Mandy Franks, who is obviously well known within the industry, and she generates and brings a lot of coaches through, and obviously trains them through the ground floor as well, because she's a coach herself.
I do know lots of coaches in the area, so what I do, I tend to ask people all the time, if you have any coaches that come in and ask you about coaching work, can you please ask them to call us? And when I do have coaches, I look after them. I make sure that they go on lots of training courses, I manage them, I'm always calling them saying, you know, have you been here, have you done this? I think you do have to look after your coaches and retain them, and if you get a good coach, keep them and give them opportunities. So that's what we do.
The programme that we're running at the moment has brought people into tennis, given the opportunity to play, but also given those players the opportunity to train as coaches. So we've now got a lot of ex-players who are coaching, and in supporting the programme that's run by Kevin Baker, there's about 15 coaches there who all came out of the tennis programme. So it is a great way of, as I said, not just encouraging players, but getting coaches into the sport as well.
With the structure we have at the moment, I think the coaches won't be a problem. As Gary mentioned earlier, he has assistants coming through, working through sort of their structure and their qualifications at the moment.